On the day Peter Stuyvesant sailed into town, by Arnold Lobel. On the day Peter Stuyvesant sailed into town, all the people came running to greet him. They shot off a cannon and waited in line so that every last Dutchman could meet him. My friends, Peter said, it is nice to be here, for my voyage was really a long one. I will rule this new land with a very firm hand, and my government will be a strong one. Yes, my government will be a very strong one. Peter Stuyvesant stood with a leg made of wood, and he said, there is no time to talk now. It's a very fine day, this 11th of May, so I think I will go for a walk now. And into New Amsterdam Peter did go to see all there was to be seen. But he soon wore a frown as he walked up and down and discovered that nothing was clean. The governor slipped in the mud and the mire, and he said, things are not at all well here. I'm standing in garbage right up to my knees, and the air has a very bad smell here. All the houses in town are in need of repair, Peter shouted. I loudly decry it. This whole dirty place is a total disgrace. Good Dutchmen, we must beautify it. But the folk of the town went on smoking their pipes, and they said, it is best to ignore him. There will soon come a day when he'll be on his way, like the men who have governed before him. From Broadway to Wall Street, old Stuyvesant stormed. With a tap and a step he kept walking, while some chickens and ducks made a nest in his hat, and some geese on the path made a squawking. Then a goat from behind, in a manner unkind, gave Peter a push on his seat. A cow licked his nose, and some pigs chewed his toes, and poor Stuyvesant sat in the seat. This new world is a mess, Peter cried in distress. These animals need gates and fences. Take these birds to a cage, Peter shouted in rage. Oh, good Dutchman, let's come to our senses. As his voice rocked the ground with a great booming sound, like a sky filled with thunder and lightning, those good Dutchmen did shake. They cried, make no mistake, this man's temper is really quite frightening. While the citizens stood in a trembling group, Peter cried, here is my proclamation. All you men and you maids, get your brooms and your spades. We must work without any hesitation. So they put up new buildings, all sturdy and strong, and they cleaned all the rubbish away. They mended the fences and paved many streets, from the top of the town to the bay. They filled up the holes in the walls of the fort, for the colony needed protection, and the people agreed they were clever to heed Peter Stuyvesant's careful direction. Some 10 or 12 summers had come and had gone as they worked on the east side and west side. Things were going so well it was soon hard to tell which half of the town was the best side. My children, said Peter, we've worked very hard, and I think we deserve relaxation. I feel in the mood for some fun and some food. Let's have a big Dutch celebration. Each New Amsterdam nose sniffed the smells that arose in delicious fat clouds to the air. How they gave such delight to each Dutch appetite, all the good things to eat everywhere. Someone asked, will this town stay as small as it is? Well, of course, there was no way of knowing. So they danced until evening, all dizzy and gay, and went home as the darkness was growing. That night, Peter Stuyvesant heard a strange sound underneath the round moon brightly gleaming. It swept past his door, a great tumble and roar, but old Stuyvesant knew he was dreaming. Yes, Peter Stuyvesant knew he was dreaming.